Hey everybody, it's your girl Nelly Keys. Thank you so much for tuning in to my City Skylines 2 Part 5 playthrough. So we are on the quest to build this city to over $1 billion in revenue, for lack of better words, as well as a population of over 150,000 people. It is very early and we got traffic nightmares, but we're not going to let that stop us from continuing to conquer, develop, and make this one of the best cities that City Skylines has ever seen. I know that just so you could get a little bit of background about me, probably should have said this earlier on, but I reside in Georgia and I grew up my entire life, was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. So one of the things I love about this game so far is how much the larger buildings look like. They remind me of what's known as projects in New York. And so that's something that I really, really dig. I still know that I have to have some residential and some suburban. So please don't mind if you see a lot of grids. I grew up in Brooklyn, went to school in Manhattan, and so everything in New York is pretty much gridded. But then I live in the suburbs where nothing is gridded. So you'll see some different things as I play through here. Make sure to drop any tips and tricks down in the comments. I am in no way an expert player at City Skylines, so I am always open to different tips and tricks, and I'm also playing this obviously on PC because it has not released on console yet. So what that means is that I am still getting the hang of the controls. Like, for example, I just learned how to turn the already made intersections by using, I believe it was the R. No, not the R. That is to panel up and down. The right click and hold. So if anybody was wondering, like, how do I turn the intersections? Right click and hold, and then it'll allow you to spin it. Anyway, to no further ado, let's get into it. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Second Moon Radio with your host, J. Thomas Hornbuckle. Tune in tomorrow for a second chance to hear the music of yesteryear. A housing shortage is driving up prices in the area. That's right, Brenda. But apparently that's not all good news. We're joined today by an expert guest, Professor Nutbutter. Welcome, Professor. So a housing shortage is bad for the people trying to move here, right? Humans are programmed to desire certain representations within ideological reward structures, which are entirely apart from the actual rewards enjoyed. For example, consider capital. Right, one final question, Professor. Is the housing shortage going to make me richer? By certain metrics, perhaps yes, in the short term. I like the sound of that. That's why we are discussing is the study of the statistical abstraction and its effect on the human. Thank you, Professor. It is a question of priority. Interesting news from the city's export division. Sources tell us that our city has more services than we know what to do with. And you know what that means, folks. It means we're not cutting things close enough. Well, no. The point is we're selling it and bringing money into local economy. That's right. You could almost say it's too much of a good thing. Or we could say that we're enjoying a positive trade balance and the economy is booming. More after this. A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement. You're listening to Second Moon, the epitome of classical listening at home or wherever you roam. And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming, as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Java mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community. Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this. We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere in the city. Road maintenance services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up. If you're in it, you already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe. This is Second Moon with J. Thomas Hornbuckle. Before we dive into our next selection, I'd like to take a few memento moris to elaborate on the formal structure of the symphonic work. For our newer, less able listeners, first, we will be dancing through the al dente section before entering the slower largo movement, finally, then savoring the vivacious anti-pasto movement. So, without further ado, let's raise the curtain and begin. Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing well, that floats our boat. There's no sinking this boat, Commander. And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming, as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business, and good for the community. Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Nelly Keys. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you for taking the time as I continue to develop this city into one of the greatest cities that City Skylines have ever seen. I know that we got some traffic issues and some things going on, but Rome wasn't built in a day. So we're going to continue to develop it where we can. It seems like larger lanes does not alleviate traffic, so that is something that is new to me. You know, when I visited Florida, and I noticed that in Florida, near Sarasota specifically, there are like some of the places there got like 7 to 8 lanes of traffic, and so I don't know why I thought that might be a solve in this City Skylines playthrough, but it is not. The traffic is horrific coming into the city. Matter of fact, there's even been a few chirpers that's been complaining about the traffic. But we're not going to let that discourage us. We're going to continue to grind through and figure out what we need to do to still make this one of the greatest cities. So make sure you like and subscribe. Leave any tips and tricks in the comments. And if you're playing this, tell me, like, how are you alleviating some of the traffic stuff that's going on? Because I really want to know. But anyway, we're going to catch you on the next one. This is going to close out part 5. And I appreciate every single one of you. Nelly Keys out. Y'all take care.